Welcome back, Rattler fans. Talkin Rattlers back and better than ever, where the banter is never out of season. David Tovar, Chad Peters, of course. Your fearless hosts, back for season 2.
Better than ever. Hopefully improving upon what we did last year.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. Well, Rattler fans, we've had a slew of things happening. We're at the mid-semester break here. Volleyball, men's soccer, and women's soccer in full swing. And let's start with volleyball that went on an impressive 8-game winning streak.
Yeah, 8 matches in a row, which was broken up this past weekend over in Fort Smith, Arkansas. But most impressively, David, they did it with a lot of injuries. Taylor Obermiller, most notably, coming back from an injury, 15 kills last week in her return, hit over 700 on the floor. This team is hot, and they'll be back here at Bill Greehey Arena Tuesday night, 6 p.m., an early start time against crosstown rival to be, maybe, Our Lady of the Lake University.
And not even so much crosstown rival, cross the street rival. They're literally like 5 minutes down the road, so that's always going to be fun. Rattlers sitting at 11-6 at the current press time, number 4 in the Heartland Conference. So remember, the golden ticket in the Heartland Conference is in the 4th seed.
And we saw 2 years ago when they snuck in as a 4th seed, they ended up winning the tournament altogether. Coach Warmack Chipman's group knows how to get it done in tournament time, so this year's team looks to be heating up at the right time once again. And
remember, Rattler fans, that's tomorrow here in Bill Greehey Arena, 6 o'clock start time, OLLU inside here, taking on the Rattlers. Moving on, the men's soccer team, also in full swing. They enjoyed a 2-game win streak earlier this week, had it snapped on Thursday, and then they played a good one on Saturday.
Yeah, and this coming week will be Senior Day on Saturday for both the men's and women's teams. Jack Wolf, one of the leading goal scorers for the men's squad,
has quickly become one of my favorites. Wolf is tremendous, that freshman.
And Patrick Casparita is providing a lot of leadership in the net as well for this group. They'll honor the seniors there on Saturday, though, at halftime of the game, a 2:30 start time over at the Northside Independent School District field,
and that'll be against the University of Texas of the Permian Basin. The men also, they're closing out their homestand here this season. Thursday against McMurray, provisional member of the Heartland Conference, and then Saturday, as Chad mentioned, 2:30 UTPB in town. And then the ladies, can't forget about the ladies. They've been terrific as well.
It's been a memorable season so far. They're trying to vie for a spot in the Heartland Conference tournament as well, trying to get that 4th seed before the season wraps up. Leah Kirch with a hat trick last week. Coach Corwin Rich also getting his 100th win earlier this season. We'll have a special ceremony for him before Saturday's match as well. It was funny talking to him and kind of preparing for this ceremony. He was saying, there's a little bit of controversy when his 100th win came, and that's because he was the men's coach there many years ago. So we got some wins there, almost about, I think, 18 or so wins coaching the men's squad. But his 100th win as the women's coach coming this year, and we'll honor that nice run prior to Saturday's match.
So congratulations to Coach Rich. That'll be Saturday at noon, and of course Senior Day for the ladies as well at halftime of that game against the University of Texas of the Permian Basin. Remember, Rattler fans, to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. Also on Twitter, @St. Mary's Rattlers. And of course, for the latest news, score stats, decorative wallpaper, the iPhone app that I was able to pick up. And of course, for more Talkin Rattlers, check out rattlerathletics.com. Stay tuned, Rattler fans. We'll be back. It's Talkin Rattlers back and better than ever, where the banter is never out of season.
So, in an effort to boost morale and spirit on campus, we thought we'd implement Riding Rattlers into the hall. Locked out, locked out, locked out. Have we taken this a little too far? Probably.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Talkin Rattlers back and better than ever in season 2. Chad Peters, David Tovar, and Chad, right around 2.5 weeks away. My personal favorite event of the year, besides Oyster Bake Baby Bake, it's Rattler Madness, October 25th, inside Bill Greehey Arena, 9 p.m. start time, 7 p.m. for the tailgating. Well, Chad, as I'm sure you've all seen the promotion and the pictures and the social media, something big is coming.
Indeed, and among those things, Red Bull. SGA announcing today to us that Red Bull is an official sponsor for the tailgate. Exciting stuff there. Foursquare, some giveaways if you check in on Foursquare and or Instagram. And if you haven't already, a 10% off coupon available in the via Foursquare in the university bookstore. So be sure to use that if you're on campus anytime soon. But not the biggest things coming to this event. Something a little more exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna spoil it already. Chad, I'm gonna spoil it. Hold me back, everybody. I'll be hosting again. I'm so excited. I'm hosting Rattler Madness for a second straight year. That's the big thing. Okay, maybe not quite.
Not quite.
But it's still exciting. So come on out, 9 p.m., October 25th. Chad Peters, you'll be there. Meet him in person. You'll see me.
And if you've seen the ad, there's a giveaway in there. So just look at it close. You'll kind of get an idea what's coming. But it's going to be a fun night for sure. And if you've been out here before, you'll want to come again. If you haven't checked it out before, you'll definitely want to come out this year. Bigger and better than anything we've done in the past.
True, and of course, keep your eyes peeled on social media. More clues will be given out, more hints will be passed along as we get closer to the 25th of October once again inside Bill Gree Arena on the 25th. Come out and join us. And, well, now moving on back into the sports world, let's talk about our Cowboys. We have to talk about our Cowboys.
Do we have to?
Okay, well, yeah. They're 2-2. Chad, I'm going to put you out on the spot right here. Yeah. You jumped off the bandwagon. Not only did you jump, you ran off that bandwagon.
Is there a bandwagon anymore?
Well, I guess it disbanded. But, Chad, they're 2-2. I'll tell you how I feel. They're 2-2. It's not like we're 5-5. Could we be headed toward 8-8? Possibly. But, yes, we have a rigorous a couple games upcoming. But I believe.
Yeah, and David, when I was a younger whippersnapper like yourself, I too believed. Yeah. But I've seen plenty of bad play over the course of the last 15 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just look like another kind of a mediocre 8-8 team. It doesn't seem like they have really what it takes to push it over the top. You see Romo having to scramble and do way too much. The offensive line is playing terribly. Dez still looks like he's new to the league, new to the system. And I think they have talent. I think they have potential. But we've been saying that for so long now that, yeah, I think I'm off the bandwagon.
Oh, Lord. It's a sad day. Well, I can't wait till we drive that Aggie kid. And speaking of the Aggies, let's talk about the Longhorns. And let's talk about our softball girls. We forgot to mention this in the A block, but very important indeed. Our softball team went up to Austin on Friday the 5th. They took on the University of Texas Longhorn softball team. 3-2. They were unfortunately not able to win that one, but they hung on to the 7th inning. A walk-off hit did the Rattlers in.
Yeah, they held a 2-1 lead entering the 6th, and Robin Johnson's story is on rattlerathletics.com right now if you want to read about that game. But yeah, held a 2-1 lead heading into the second final inning. Gave up a home run, tied it up, and then, as you said, a walk-off hit gave the Longhorns the win there. But man, that's a team that beat Incarnate Word 13-2 just last week. So a loaded Texas Longhorn team, and the Rattlers taking it to them and almost getting the win.
Yeah, so big congratulations to our lady softball Rattlers. Can't wait to see them in the spring. And with that about, we'll do it for us. Talkin Rattlers back and better than ever. Remember, fans, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. Also follow us on Twitter @St. Mary's Rattlers. For all the latest, check out rattlerathletics.com. Any other plugs you'd like, Mr. Chad Peters?
Tweet us. If you haven't checked out during games, Kayleen Zelznak, Robin Johnson been tweeting during the volleyball, soccer games. Join in on that interaction. If you can't watch the broadcast, we're having a lot of fun out there telling all about what the athletes are doing.
And I'm sure we'll put that on the bottom of the screen @St. Mary's Rattlers. And well, once again, Rattler Madness is on October 25th, 9 p.m. Set your alarms to it. Mark your calendars. Circle a date. Put a big red circle around that date. It's going to be fun. You're not going to want to miss it, not solely on the fact and on the strength that I'm hosting it, but it's just a great time. And you'll meet our men's and women's basketball Rattlers for the 2012 and 13 season. I think that's about it.
If you don't have a paper calendar, as we do live in the 21st century, you can also just kind of create the event in your cell phone.
Put it on. Excuse us. We're not all fancy. But for us who kick it old school, it's October 25th. Well, that'll do it for Chad Peters, the new school. David Tovar, ironically, the old school. Talkin Rattlers back and better than ever, where the banter is never out of season.